Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for February 24th, 2023. Today is exactly a year mark when Russia decided to invade Ukraine in full scale. As a reminder, the war is pretty much for like 9 years since 2014 when Russia occupied and annexed Crimea and occupied Donetsk and Luhansk. So today is a 1 year mark of the full-scale invasion. Before I start, I would like to ask you to click on like on this video, and if you have any comments or if you have any questions, leave a comment, or you can also share this video, the URL to this video, with your friends. That would really help my channel to grow, and I would really appreciate it. So, as of today, there are 146,820 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th last year. That's plus almost 1,000 invaders in the last 24 hours. Also, Ukrainian army destroyed 13 Russian tanks and 7 Russian APVs, and some other equipment like 11 artilleries, 3 MLRS systems, and some other. So let's as usually watch a video, some infographics of that I'm taking from Russian propaganda channels to show, obviously this is quite a bullshit, but we need to know what Russian propaganda is feeding to their people. So, as you know, they call the war a special military operation, and after the next Ukrainian territory in the east and south, they mark it orange and red. But this is Ukrainian territory, Crimea as well. So let's watch it.
Ukrainian units again shelled the border areas of Kursk region. The villages of Troitskoye and Gordeevka were hit. 2 trucks were damaged. For the second day in a row, the AFU have been shelling the Shebekinsky district of the Belgorod region. AFU shells damaged civilian facilities and power lines in Voznesenovka and Novaya Tavolzhanka. A Russian attack aircraft crashed on the outskirts of the village of Orakovo in the Valuisky district of the Belgorod region. The pilot of the crashed plane received injuries incompatible with life. Artillery duels and mutual reconnaissance continue in the Kupiansk area. The enemy is strengthening the defense in the vicinity of Dvorichna. North of Bakhmut, the Wagner PMC assault groups have taken control of Berkivka. The liberation of the village makes it possible to cut off the supply of the AFU grouping via the roads in the vicinity. At the same time, the assault of the AFU positions in the eastern districts of Bakhmut continues. Russian artillery and aviation are constantly exerting fire, flattening the enemy's fortifications to the ground. Southwest of the Wagner PMC units regained control of the positions near the road to Kostyantinivka. At the same time, Russian forces approached the southeastern outskirts of Krasny.
So they call it Krasna, but this is in Russian language. It means red. In Ukrainian language, this village is called Chervone, which is also red, but in Ukrainian language.
Fierce fighting continues in Marinka. Russian troops cover the city from the north and south. To the southwest, the motorized riflemen broke through the enemy defenses and entrenched themselves on the outskirts of the village of Pobeda. Ukrainian units launched a massive strike on the Donetsk agglomeration. In the capital of the DPR, an ambulance...
There is no such thing as DPR. DPR stands for Donetsk People's Republic. There is no such thing, and this is a Donetsk region of Ukraine.
crew came under fire in the Petrovsky district. 4 medical workers were killed.
Okay, so now let's go to the map. And in Belarus over here, one of the missile units in Belarus will leave the place of permanent deployment as a part of the combat readiness check. According to this was the quote of the Belarusian Defense Ministry. Then in Moldova over here, unidentified people poured paint over the Sotrudnichestvo building in Chisinau. Now in let's look at the deep state map and see the changes. There is no change in the front line, but if you look at the deep state, they show the area, the region of Moldova that is occupied by Russians since 1992, I believe. This area is so-called Transnistria. So there are 2 brigades, regiments of Russia, 113th and 82nd. So as of yesterday, February 23rd, this army was standing in this area. Now they moved to Bender town over here. So that they have been relocated. Okay, so now let's go to Chernigiv region. And in Chernigiv region, Russian army shelled Sinkivka, Yeline, Medvedivka, Leonivka, and Mikhalchina Sloboda of Chernigiv region. All of these 5 towns. Then they also shelled multiple towns in Sumy region, like Sopich, Korinok, Yirky, Ruzhivka, Wolfene, Oleksievka, Vodolakhe, Zapsila, and Miropilla. Now we're gonna look at Kharkiv region now, where Russians shelled Червона Зоря, Ветеринарне, Стрілеча, Лук'янці, Вовчанські хутори, Землянки, Устинівка, Болохівка, and Krasne Pershe. Russian aviation conducted airstrikes at Dvorichna and Oyertseva. That's over here. Then now let's look at Kupiansk area, where Russian aviation conducted airstrikes near Hrenakivka, Kotlerivka, and Krokhmalne. And they shelled Hrenikivka again, Sinkivka, Kupiansk, and Tabaivka. That's all of Kharkiv region. Now, in Svatov area of Luhansk region, Russian army shelled Novoselivsk and Stelmachivka multiple times. They also shelled Dubrova, Yampil, and Serbrensky Foresty over here. And they also shelled Bilogorivka and Spirne of Luhansk region. Now, I would like to show you a video from one year ago. This video was made in Obolon, one of the districts of Kyiv, a year ago, the day February 24th, when Russians invaded Kyiv region and were threatening the capital of Ukraine. So Ministry of Defense of Ukraine decided to give away weapons to civilians. And if you see on this video, and let's see, picture, no, I don't know if, no, I can't, can I? Anyway, so on this video, people are getting weapons, and the narrator, the person who's talking, saying like, hey, Russians, they're, you know, you can come, but we will meet you. So civilians were like allowed to take weapons with no documents, with nothing. Just Heroям Slava. Just with no papers, nothing, giving away weapons to, you know, to whoever wanted to protect his country or her country. So now let's go to Solodar area, which is over here. That's in this area, Russian army shelled Berestove, Bilogorivka, Berestove, Bilogorivka, Rozdolivka, Fedorivka, and then the village of Sako and Vantseti of Donetsk region. They also shelled Grigorivka and Berhivka over here, and PMC Wagner. Mercenaries claimed control over Berhivka village near Bakhmut. Then Russian army shelled Bakhmut, Ivanivsky, and Chasiv Yar multiple times. All of these towns are quite hot places right now. Now I would like to show you. Oh, first of all, let's go to the deep state map. And while it's being loaded, the video that I'll be showing you is the war crimes that Russia committed and commits. But let's go to the deep state map, and let me zoom out so I can move the cursor. Oh, come on. Okay. That's Bakhmut. Oh, come on. So, this is February 24th, and if we look at with the 23rd, the front line was like this. So, yeah, Berhivka is fully under Russian control now, and they are advancing. They keep trying to encircle Bakhmut. That's their plans. So, now let's watch this video. This is Russian tank, and these are the civilians. And the tank just like killed everyone in the car with one strike. They just, and then another strike, the car is destroyed. And it wasn't parked car, the car was moving. Nobody left the car, as you can see. And this is Russian tank. This happened February 28th, 2022, a year ago. And then another one. This is really insane. So, that's not all. And then it turns around and goes away with no checking, nothing. They just killed people and left. This is the war crime that Russians did. And this is not Ukrainians. This is Ukrainian land, Ukrainian people. Ukrainian army doesn't do anything. I'm not gonna show you what is left from the driver, as YouTube will block this video. But I'm speechless. So let's go back to the map. Now, Russian army shelled Ivanopilya and Kordyumivka, and Pivnichna and Druzhba in Turetsk area over here. Then we are looking at Avdiivka area right now, where Russian army shelled Novobakhmutivka, Krasnogorivka, Berdychi, Orlivka, Avdiivka, and Vodene. And there was a change in the front line over here. So let me zoom out a little bit. Where is our Avdiivka? Avdiivka is over here. So that's right here. So February 23rd and 24th, they advanced towards Krasnogorivka and Vesala over here. So yeah, they keep advancing. Okay, so I have something for you that is called Moscow. So that's a funny video. This is the Minister of the Defense of the United Kingdom, Ben Hodges, and he's asking, "Oh, Crimea, is it that way? Crimea that way." And here, this is the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Mr. Reznikov, Alexei Reznikov, And the phrase here says first Leopard 2A4 tanks arrived from Ukraine, from Poland to Ukraine. So Minister of Defense Reznikov is expecting the tank, and somebody is asking him like, what do you think about the tank? And let's see what he responds. And he's saying it in Polish because the tanks came from Poland. I'm sorry, where's the road to Moscow? That's fine. How to get to Moscow? Okay, so now let's go back to the map and let's see the Marinka area. In Marinka area, Russian army shelled Georgievka, Marinka, Krasnohorivka, and Novomykhailivka. There was a tiny change in the front line in Marinka. So the situation in Marinka is not that good right now. As let's see. So this is, I believe, 2/3 of the territory of Marinka is in occupation by the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of Russia. Too much zoom in. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's go back to Marinka. What is happening? Really? Come on. Let's wait. Okay. So if we look at February 23rd and 24th, Russians advanced, so they took control over these blocks, basically one block. So they advancing. This is the gray zone now, so technically a part of Marinka is still under Ukrainian control, but mostly under Russian control right now. So let's go back to this map again, and let's see at Vuhledar area. In Vuhledar area, Russian army shelled Vuhledar, Prechistevka, Vremyivka, Zelene Pole, and Novopil. Now, as you know, the city of Mariupol has been in occupation since May of last year, and I have a video from Mariupol, the fight that took place in March, April, and May. There are several videos. Hopefully, they will buffer soon. These Ukrainian soldiers are fighting in Mariupol when it was still under Ukrainian control. And then another video. Hopefully it's gonna load. And another one. They're short.
Беги, Форест, беги. Фокусировка не наша тема.
The building, residential building, is on fire completely, and there is no firefighters.
Братик, ну должен попытаться въебать, я не знаю, получится ли. Обычный день в Мариуполе. Люди ронят.
And so the soldier is saying that civilians are trying to bury somebody in the backyard of the apartment complex. Under constant shelling, they're digging the hole, and there is a Ukrainian flag. This is how Russian APV is being destroyed.
Минус сюда, минус.
This video was posted by the Azov regiment. That was the biggest regiment that was protecting the city of Mariupol. There were other regiments and battalions, but National Guard and police and everyone was fighting with the Russians to protect Mariupol. Unfortunately, it was taken by Russians. Okay, now let's look at the Zaporizhzhia region. That's right here. In the Zaporizhzhia region, Russian army shelled Зелене поле, Олгівське, Полтавка, Чарівне, Новоданилівка, Оріхів, Кам'янське, Лук'янівське, and Stepnohirsk of the Zaporizhzhia region. Russian army shelled Pavlivske of the Zaporizhzhia region, that's near Vilnyansk. In Dnipropetrovsk region, the three towns that were shelled are Marhanets, Chervonogorivka, and Nikopol. And finally, the Kherson region. Russian army shelled Mikhailivka, Gavrilivka, Bereslav, Vesele, Odradokamenka, Mykolaiivka, Hruny, Novotyaginka, Zimovnik, and Kherson city. All of this in Kherson region. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day and click on like. Don't forget. Thank you.